What's up guys, Poizesto back with some more One Piece. Going to be showing you guys my run against the Big Mom Forest. The main reason I've actually farmed this up is because I needed this ship to do the ranking event before it goes away. And the team I saw basically needs the high HP from this ship. So I was like, it's about time I actually go ahead and do this. Now, when this came out, this was honestly one of the most hardest pieces of content out there, but in all honesty, I think it's actually aged pretty well. There's a lot of options, especially with how good supports are in this game now, that allow us to, beat it kind of easily. I actually didn't really struggle with this. I saw a couple of runs, I went into it, and yeah, I beat it first time. So we're just gonna go ahead and show you my team, go through the breakdown of why I bought certain units, and yeah, just give you guys a little walkthrough. And if you guys are struggling on this, hopefully this will help you out. Now I'm running a Katakuri and Kaido team. I love this combination. I just love Katakuri as a legend in general. He's honestly shaping up to be one of my favorite legends of all time. Like, I've been using this guy so much recently, and he's always coming in clutch, especially for like zero staminas where you can get delay off as well. It's so clean. So we're bringing Neptune. Actually, I think it's gonna be easier to just explain to you during the actual stage why I brought the units, but I'll give you a general sense of why I brought these units. The big ones, obviously Kaido, the end of 10 damage, just an insane captain ability, one of the most broken legends in the game. And um, yeah, having two is super nice for like all these GOP challenges, but honestly, I'm not that worried about not having a Kaido myself, because at the end of the day, as long as I have friend captains who have him, it still does the job kind of well. Um, Again, Katakuri is insane, giving us that uh, delay at the end of the 10 if you hear a lot of damage, and that's actually going to be kind of easy to achieve with something like Big Mom switch, essentially giving herself an attack and an orb boost, which makes it so easy to hit those high damage numbers, allowing for the delay. um, Whitebeard is here for the attack boost, of course. We're using him on the final room, and the main reason I've actually brought Neptune instead of some of the other powerhouse attack boosters that you're probably thinking, why didn't you bring Lin, is that on the final stage there is actually a chain coefficient reduction. So that's why I brought Legend Big Mom, mainly to not only increase our base stats slightly, but to also allow us to get past that chain coefficient reduction. So um, when we get to the points where these units are actually needed, I'll go ahead and talk about them specifically. But for now, we're kind of just getting through the early stages of this zero stamina. Like, honestly, the first couple of stages up to, like, 10, 11 plus, that's when it actually starts. Right now, we're just literally trying to fish for recovery orbs, and that's about it. Honestly, not much else to say. Very simple gameplay, and no no stress needed. And honestly, clearing this made me like remember how satisfying it is to actually clear some of the harder pieces of content. Like, my box is honestly so good, but I'm just like really lazy with like clearing this stuff. Hence why I only do it when I actually need to. But I honestly might just start doing this stuff more off stream, because it's actually really fun to just make teams and try and beat certain content. And here we go. This is kind of the first annoying bit of the fight, or the actual zero stamina. We don't really need to do anything here, honestly. We just need to hit grades, and that's about it. The percent damage reduction is kind of annoying. I could have actually switched to essentially guarantee that delay, but we still got it anyway. And Kaido's end of 10 damage will actually go ahead and kill this unit. Now, against Brook, he's kind of annoying because he does have the all damage immunity debuff, so like the brown shield, so no damage from any color is able to actually hit him. So all you can do here is obviously just heal up with the recovery orbs. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And after this, he's gonna go ahead and do a bunch of annoying stuff, like I think he cuts our HP, and anything else that he does that's annoying. He changes to int for whatever reason, and yeah, he gives us a despair and an attack down, and this is why Neptune is really good. You could obviously replace Neptune there with someone like Lin, but I decided to go with Neptune because I really wanted the chain lock in the final room, so that's why I brought Big Mom. Now we've got the orb boost. We don't honestly need Katakuri here. Katakuri special. With the ult boost and the chain boost from the support effect, this should be more than enough damage to go ahead and actually take this book down. Um, I could have honestly switched. I keep forgetting to switch Big Mom for the attack boost on herself, but it doesn't really matter at this point in the run. These guys don't really have that much HP at all, so we're chilling for a pretty long time. So he's actually given us recovery is negatively matching. So I think actually maybe I should have switched because I don't actually remember getting that debuff. I honestly don't even remember getting that debuff last time, but it honestly doesn't matter. At this stage, we are going to go ahead and kill them with the Kaido effect, as you can see. And then we're just going to slowly move on. Now, this stage is kind of important because you you want to make sure that you do enough damage to kill off Brule. And because of the delay that we're going to get from Katakuri, we're also going to make sure to deal a good chunk of damage, which is why I'm switching to Big Mom here. So now that I've switched to Big Mom, I can literally just go ahead and attack Brule. And I think that's all I really need to do, honestly. I don't need to worry about the other units that much, but I will go ahead and damage them just a little bit to make sure, especially that Dex unit. But we're going to get the delay here, and everyone dies, and we're still chilling. And thanks to Kaido's end of turn damage, we will actually go ahead and also kill this guy through resilience. Now I'm just gonna stall a little bit extra, but it doesn't even let me stall that much. Kaido's end of turn damage is pretty nutty. And here we have Cracker. He actually has a lot of HP. I honestly thought that Kaido's end of turn damage by himself would kill, but as you can see, he if I don't actually attack like with all my force, with all my attacks here, he will actually live. So that's something I learned from first-hand experience. You actually do want to damage him a little bit, at least try and get him to half, because Kaido's end of turn damage won't kill him if you, I think if you leave him at like 75%, which is what I did, he still lives. Even though he's quick, which is kind of nutty. I just showed you how much HP he has. Living Kaido, end of turn damage, like what is that? Other than that here, this is kind of important. If you don't have Cracker support and you're trying to run this team, you actually do kind of need it, because essentially this chain lock is really bad. And with Big Mom swap, we're really trying to utilize our delays. So not being able to remove this chain lock when we actually need to increase our damage output is actually very hindering. So I actually, when I was watching a lot of these runs, a lot of these guys would kind of like forego the chain lock, like let it keep going on. But I couldn't do this with this team, and I knew that I actually had to make sure I output enough damage to guarantee that delay with Big Mom. So that's why that Cracker support is there, if you're wondering. And on this stage, this is one of the reasons why we are going to need to kind of get lucky with the with the delay. But honestly, we should definitely be fine here, as long as I hit well with my attacks and end with obviously actually yeah, I'll end with Big Mom because she does have the attack and all boost. We should have more than enough damage, and at least we can get the delay, which is the main thing. And I actually forgot to pop Kaido here, which is kind of bad. Yeah, not popping Kaido there was actually a big mistake, but it didn't come back to haunt us, thankfully. So now I'm gonna pop Kaido and get the HP cut, and again do the switch. And yeah, it's actually really strange that I got this time. I'm not sure if Brook on death either does, because I'm pretty sure he gave me recovery restrictions last time, but I had enough limit break to actually get through it. Like I said, I cleared it with the first time I ran through it with this team. I actually cleared it, so I haven't really bothered to look up exactly what these different stages do, but this team definitely worked like a charm. So I'm just gonna show it to you guys, and if you guys want to replicate it, go ahead and do so. It's a very simple team, very easy, like no stress whatsoever. And this is one of the reasons why I'm saying this chain lock is kind of needed from that what's his face, from Cracker support. So this Sanji is going to be here for 3 turns, and he has a bunch of HP and he's strength. So what does that mean? Well, it means Kaido's end of turn damage is not going to be doing much. So this is why having this switch is so good. Like, I've honestly kind of been low-key sleeping on how good Big Mom's switch is, and this zero stamina really showed me the power and the full extent to how you can really abuse it. And it's so good. Like, just look at this, like just getting that partial attack and orb boost is what's allowing us to output so much damage against this guy. Like, I'm only hitting greats, and yeah, we're still mowing through this guy. Like, if you had that chain lock, you definitely wouldn't be able to clear it that stage that quickly, which is why it's so nice to have. On this stage, these guys are very strangely like not gonna do anything. I think this is the stage where, because I was actually trying to run a bullet team, and all the teams I saw, they were having a limited rare recruit Kobe, and I didn't have him. And I know that the only other unit in the game I can think of off the top of my head that removes that much bind is, I believe, like that Sign army. So like I knew that I wasn't able to use a bullet team, so I didn't have limited rare recruit Kobe. Say that fast twice, which is why I built this team. So yeah, that stage is kind of weird. I think that is the stage where that happens, where if you have a fighter captain, you're binded for like 50 turns. So you got to be careful of that if you are trying to run alternatives to this. So here we are against Katakuri. Now this stage is very easy. Um, we actually don't even need the you might be thinking like, oh no, you know, because I know I'm not going to be able to kill him in one turn. And I was actually worried myself when I got to the stage, because I was like, okay, when I get to this stage, I'm going to pop Neptune and then I'm going to kill this guy in one turn. And I ended up not actually killing him in one turn. But the damage output we get from Big Mom bonus and Chain Lock and Whitebeard attack boost is so high that we don't actually even need to have a no boost in the final room. So all I'm going to do here is, again, do the switch to give Big Mom an attack boost as well. And yeah, just hit my perfects. I'm actually going to try and focus here and kind of hit these perfects real quick. So just give me a second here. Okay, that was honestly pretty terrible, but yeah, it's better than what I did last time. So thankfully we did get a delay, and again, thanks to that Big Mom switch, is allowing us to output so much damage. We are able to really hit this guy super duper hard. And again, I'm pretty sure if you didn't have Cracker support, you might still have the chain lock at this point. So yeah, it's really important to have that Cracker support to maximize your damage output. And you're probably thinking, why didn't you pop Katakuri to guarantee the orb in the final room? Well, this is why. It's because we are going to get block orbs, and obviously Katakuri special will allow us to remove it. And once you get to here, you've actually pretty much won if you just hit your perfects. So all I got to do now is pop Katakuri. And actually, first I'm going to pop Cody Jones for the special bind removal. Then I'm going to pop, did I say, then I'm going to pop Katakuri. Now I actually do have a very nice support on my Big Mom, which is Oven, which is actually going to allow us to get a color affinity boost for my Whitebeard here. And not only that, all the orbs will become matching thanks to Katakuri's beneficial orb effect. And once we have Whitebeard, this is pretty much GG. I'm actually going to take my headphones off and listen to the sound, because I cannot play without sound, honestly. And once I've done this, I'm going to obviously clear this run. So here we go. And there we have it, guys. That is Big Mom Forest done and dusted. Super easy team. Like, honestly, I remember when this came out and it was actually super hard. Like, but that was so easy. Like, that team I made just kind of destroyed it, like, straight away. This is just a quick glance at it again. This is the final team in case you want to build it yourself. I am using a lot of the nicer top tier supports, mainly that Oven. But honestly, I don't think you need it. The color affinity is nice, but I think just with how much bonus stats Big Mom gives you, I think you're actually fine. But I could be wrong about that. And say, even if you don't kill him, I'm pretty sure the end of turn damage from Kaido might just be enough to be the ticking point. In terms of replacement, guys, I don't really want to go through this. Like, as you can see here, I was trying out different variations, trying different things. Like, I was trying to see if I could do it with like Vivian, Rebecca, but then if I was using Lin Lin, she only gives attack to like powerhouse and driven, which means the color affinity from Vivi and Rebecca is, you know, only for cerebral and striker. And there's just a lot of different things you need to worry about when you're trying to, you know, remove the utility and give yourself increase in damage. But this is like the best option that I came up with, and yeah, it turned out really well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, and always hit that subscribe button. I normally don't say this, but yeah, I mean, may as well try and show while I can. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Poizesto signing out. Peace out, guys.